Hey, I'm Tina, a small artist based in Melbourne, Australia, and this year I booked my first ever Artist Alley convention. This series chronicles my journey as I try to figure out how to start an art business from scratch, so come with me if you're also thinking of starting an art shop or tabling at cons. This is episode 3. This is so strange. I just did inventory of all of my quantities of my items, and for the sticker sheets and the stickers, like the charms were the correct number because I assume like if they mess up anything they wouldn't be able to give it to me anyway. But for the sticker sheets and the stickers, I got like heaps of extras. Like all of these stickers are, well, I'm supposed to get like 10 each. That's what I ordered. But for all of them, I got like 15 to 20. Like all of them are 15 except for one, which was 13, and the other one, which was 20. And then I got 10 extra for my thank you ones, which I only ordered 50 of. And then my sticker sheets, I only ordered 12, I'm pretty sure. And they're all like between 14 to 23. There's like so many. But to be fair, when I was looking through, there were some that had like maybe a little bit of bubbling on the backing, not on the actual stickers. So they probably included any like B grade products and just like was like, oh, I'll just have it as like a freebie because like we're just gonna throw it away anyway, which is actually really nice. So now I definitely have enough to do mystery bags, which is what I was planning on doing anyway, but I was like concerned that I wouldn't have enough for the whole fair and also do mystery bags. So now that I have so many, I might do really chunky mystery bags where I do like 2 snack stickers and 2 like meme stickers and then a charm and then like 1 or 2 sticker sheets. Like it'd be like a big, really good value mystery bag because I also like want to just get my brand out there and like get my stickers on people's drink bottles and stuff like that. I think that would be like way more interesting and like more fulfilling than making a lot of money from this. And it also just helps like to move stock so I can make more new things further on, like once I've run out of stuff to sell. So yeah, pretty much like happy with everything that I got. The quality seems pretty good. I haven't done like a wash test or anything, but I guess all that's left now is to get the prints done and get them printed and get my business cards done. And then it's all logistics from here on. So, oh, one major milestone done. Hello, it is the new year. Welcome to 2025. Although I don't know when I last filmed. I think it was back in 2024. But it's been like a week in and I'm very happy to report that my prints, drawing wise, are pretty much done. They're like 90% done. I think the only thing now is to go back and make sure that they all look cohesive in terms of like some of the things that I started doing later on versus currently. And now I'm in my logistics phase because I have pretty much from now exactly 1 month until it is the con, which is scary but exciting because I kind of feel more secure in being ready in time. So today is a logistics day. I've done a bunch of research for business cards and I'll show you like a screen grab of all the research that I came up with, but there were some crazy prices that were quoted to me. So definitely if you're doing your own research, try and like shop around as much as you can, get quotes from lots of different locations for the same franchise because they'll quote you different prices and then you can try and use that to haggle down. But the biggest shocker of today, first of all, is that for prints, I just went, for prints, I've asked like a few different places and I want a variety between A3 down to A6. And generally I only want like 3 to 4 per design anyway, per size. So like for A3, I only want 24 units. And the variation in prices quoted to me is insane. Like the lowest one, the cheapest one is the one that my friend says is like a little bit more expensive that she ended up using, which is Snap. They quoted me about like $39, $40 for 24 units. Versus this other website, I literally asked the person that recommended it to me if I'm incorrect in like the way that I got the quote, but they quoted me $172 for 24 units, which is like $7 a unit. I just can't believe that this variation exists out there. I'm sure it's because of like the quality of the prints and the paper that they give you and stuff like that. And I think that that one is more focused on sustainability. So I'm sure there are like other things that they need to cover costs for, but it's just like crazy to think about. The good news is I think I'm going to go with Moo for my business cards because even though it's like a lot cheaper at Vistaprint, which is like $17 for 100 and they're currently on sale, there's a lot of horror stories about Vistaprint online and I'm just like, I don't have time to deal with like designs that are slightly off center or something like that. I think that would just drive me crazy. So I looked at some other places I haven't done any research on Officeworks yet, so like it might be Officeworks, but Moo is technically the second cheapest quote that I've gotten for 100 units of business cards. And plus, bonus, they give you, like, I chose two-sided. One side is like the design that you want, and then the other side, they give you up to 50 designs at like free. So you can get a variety of backing designs with the same like front side with your information on it for free. So that one is like $40 for 100 units, which is like not that cheap, but not that expensive. Like the most expensive one that I got a quote for, I think is like, I got like $98 for 100 units. So like it gets pretty hectic out here. So like the Moo one's not that bad. And I think it works really well for me because I didn't know what to put on the other side of the business cards if I wanted to make them double-sided anyway. I was like, I don't really have that many good prints. And if I choose just one design, I don't know which of my Pokemon prints I'd want to put on the other side. But given that you can just do different designs at no extra cost, I was like, that's great because I can put all of my designs on the back. And then it's kind of like a little raffle / gacha to see which design you get on the back with the business card. So I think I'm just gonna do that and like decide on which designs I want on the back and just like go from there. But that at least will be something that I can order like as soon as possible and get it here and like move on to the other things. My other priorities for today is the insurance. I'm gonna suss out what I'm gonna do for insurance and maybe like make some calls and hopefully just lock down whatever it is I'm gonna end up buying, because I'm really afraid there's like a cooling down period or something before it activates, and it needs to be valid for the actual convention. So like fingers crossed I find something good and cheap. And the second thing I'm going to do is figure out my payment for Square. I'm pretty sure it's pretty simple. I just sign up for a Square account and like go and buy the Square terminal at Costco. But again, want to do it as soon as possible so that I don't run into any issues later on. And if I can get all of those done as soon as possible, I can then go back and like finish my print, put in my order for the prints. Some of them take 1 to 2 weeks. Some of them take like 1 to 2 business days. So like I at least have another week to finalize my prints that I want to send in for printing. And then the rest is like, you know, doing the setup for the table and things like that. I can figure all that out later on closer to the day and like rummage stuff together in due time. But yeah, this is your 1 week later check-in. I'm feeling a lot better about like how stressed I felt the last time I think I checked in. I did end up powering through with my print designs and they did come out looking better than I had feared. I think it's just one of those growing pains things maybe that you just have to go through, especially if you don't paint or draw in that style that often. I don't know. I might even end up, when I go back to finalize them, end up hating them, who knows. Hello, I have one very important job today while I wait for some quiet time so I can do my voiceovers for my YouTube video editing, and that is to figure out the tax stuff that I need to know, the insurance PDS, and that is price all of my products. So I saw this approach online where you basically write down the cost that it took to make it, the price that you set, and then the profit margin that you get. So I think I'm going to take that approach and just like trial and error some numbers and see if I can come up with some prices and deals that I'm happy with, because I actually went and bought the Square reader, like a secondhand from a lady on like Facebook Marketplace the other day. She was really nice, but thankfully I could get this for a little bit cheaper because it's just the hardware. You just sign up for an account on your phone anyway. So I've gone ahead and set up already all of the Square items and stuff, like not the pictures, but at least the quantities of stock and stuff like that. So now I need to actually price everything and write in all of the discounts that need to be applied and stuff like that, and then test this out and see from there what I want to adjust in terms of like the final prices that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do some maths and then we'll see how I go. Welcome to the other unglamorous side of studio vlogs that they often don't show you. The unaesthetic logistics that ensures you can do everything safely and legally and be eligible to walk through the doors on the day. It may not be very exciting to watch, but Googling things like, do I have to collect GST? And trolling through the government website to find answers are indeed very important tasks for first-time business owners. However, like the commonplace cog that is uninspiring on its own, without these extraordinary admin tasks, you wouldn't be able to have a business and share your art with the world. So remember to give yourself a bit of credit wherever you can. Everything has its purpose, and its purpose is to propel you forward. Alright, I did a bunch of maths and I've made a table for my prices. So I'm gonna marinate on those decisions. And maybe those are the prices that I do, maybe not. I think I'm gonna try and design my table first to see how many discount offers I can fit on the actual signage first before I get too crazy. Trying to make my business cards right now, but it's like really hard to tell where the actual card is supposed to be, because they give you this full like white area, which is where they put your picture onto originally, and then I understand that there's like a safe area and there's usually a bleed, but like why would you put a shadow behind the second area outline if that's not the actual card, right? Like I don't want to send in this order like this and then have like white strips on the top of the card if that is the full shape of the card, but usually there's a bleed, right? So am I safe if I do that? Because if I make it bigger, then the picture is a little bit too big and I don't really want it that way. So I'm not sure. But now that I'm looking at it, maybe it'll be okay. I'll go see if it's the same for every other one. And if it's not, then we might have a problem. The other thing is, it's come out really dark. And I don't know if that's gonna be the same issue for printing. Like, this is what that looks like. And that's what that looks like. Sorry, it just crashed. It doesn't like it when I try and show the opening the file, but like it looks darker. I hope you were able to see. That is very concerning. Oh my God, I figured it out. Okay, see how on this monitor, the pictures are the same color, okay? Now, I'm gonna take this picture onto my laptop. See how now this picture is lighter than this picture? It was my monitor. The whole time it was just my monitor was dark. I'm so glad I didn't go ahead and edit the pictures beforehand. Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna order these. This is the preview of all of the different designs. Also, this is a preview for you guys, I guess, of the different Pokemon teams finished, finalized. Actually, I'm kind of scared of the color on here. I'm just gonna move this. They still look a little bit dark, like especially Maki's one, but I'm hoping that it'll still be okay. And Megumi's is also a bit dark, but we live and we learn. We live and we learn. I found a mistake! Oh my God, last minute. I wrote my card link wrong. Let me quickly fix that up. Delivery on the 24th still gives me 2 weeks until KaiCon. I checked over all the details. The words are all correct. The address is correct. The pictures are correct. There were 8 of them. Yes, okay. Okay, I think we've paid. Okay, it's done. And now we wait. Not everyone does this, but I think I left most of my logistics to the end because I feel like it requires a different part of my brain. It's the part I take to work that's good at research, comprehension, making phone calls, and doing big girl stuff. And I often find it really hard to be able to relax from that enough to really enjoy the drawing and making art part. But if you can, I definitely recommend doing this either at the start or sprinkled throughout, because some of these things definitely weigh on your mind the longer they go not done, and can still give you stressful dreams about running out of time to handle everything. Like, this table display was so painful to figure out. Not only was I kind of working backwards with my inventory size and quantity already set, but also I had to find a way to work in my brand colors and make it all look cohesive. It was the glue that was going to hold everything together, so this specific task definitely felt a little bit more high stakes. I'm low-key having like a moment of distress. Not to say that I regret it, because this is my first time and so it's impossible for me to be able to foresee these things, but I wish if I could do things again next time. I wish for future me to order my keychains so much smaller. Like, I keep seeing pictures of other people's, like I'm trying to design my display right now, so I'm looking at inspiration pictures of other people's displays, and they're like, they can fit like 16 on one board, like 4x4. I can fit like 15 is pushing it. I can fit 10. And also, I think like I knew when I got them that they're like quite big, but I was kind of like, look, it's what I ordered. It is what it is. But if I could do it again next time, I would order them smaller, maybe like 2 inches. I would almost rather they be too small. But hey, you know what? I don't know right now what's gonna happen. People might love it because it's like a rare size. Or at least I don't see big charms that often, but... Hello. So now that I've designed my table, this is pretty much the plan, or the preliminary plan so far. I need to get some supplies, so I'm going to go and look at Daiso and Target and Kmart and stuff and see what they have in store. I might not buy anything because Daiso doesn't have a very good return policy, but I'll be going over to Tam's house on Sunday to do a preliminary setup and see what I need and like take measurements and stuff like that. So today is more just like recon to see what I can find. But fingers crossed I can find everything, because I would love to just be able to come back and then, wow, this person parking next to me. And that's how you do it. I would love to just be able to come back and then get what I need without having to do any more soul searching, like 2 weeks before the con as well. So let's go see what we can find. Oh, it says 21. Never mind. I had no luck at Kmart. Let's see if I can find anything at Target. I also forgot to film anything in there. So there's no clips of me in Kmart looking around, but I'm looking around Target. And it's not looking good. The main thing that I want right now is just like brown envelopes for me to make my blind bags with, and those little pointy separators for my prints. But that might be an IKEA thing, to be honest. No luck. Okay, I'm looking online to see if I can find a stand for these sticker sheets like this, but honestly, they're all either like extremely expensive or not the right size. And I saw this one and I was thinking, like, if the assembly of it is just basically pieces that you get, am I crazy to think that I could just make this? Because then it would be custom and I would know it would fit. And like, I was originally thinking to use like just cardboard that I had around the house, but I recently learned about this thing called core flute. I might be saying it wrong. It's like the corrugated kind of cardboard that's really, really light. And I was thinking, like, what if I just bought core flute and built this? Is that delusional? Like, if core flute's not that expensive, why not try? The alternative is paying like 20, 30, 40 bucks for like a display stand. Maybe I should try. This is what it takes to be a business owner. Decisions. It's 10. I've only seen this on TikToks, but that's actually so good. You have it in the common living area. Wait, can I try? Oh,
I should've.
this is really, what's the word? It's really confronting.
Yeah.
Just imagine waking up in the morning.
Oh my god.
Also, this is a shout out to all of the convention artists out there who have huge setups or do all of this by themselves.
Bend at the knees.
That's good form. This was all of the equipment for half of a table, and it was already a huge suitcase's worth. And bear in mind, that's not including your actual merchandise and personal items for the day. I know that I, for one, felt like a raccoon here, just rifling through a pile of goodies and trying to figure out where they go or what they do. And also, putting these display cubes together felt like adult Lego, but with more pain and suffering.
Ow. You okay?
Oh, pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
I like. I'm crying. Okay, I think I'm done.
Oh wow. That's fast. Let's do it.
Because I think I need this hook to be pointy and so on. I'll show you what I mean. Honestly, I really like it. I mean, the blue tack also works,
Yeah.
but this has like a clipboard vibe to it.
Oh, true. This is the front. So
Yes.
They won't even see the blue tag. Okay, sweet. That works.
Done! I think in the end, so much of what goes into your display and stands comes down to the intuitiveness of it. Why are all my things just a little bit too big? Nothing really beats just laying your products down in the actual stands you'll be using on the day to see how the vibes come across. Because when it comes down to it, the customer on the other side of the table will most likely catch the same vibes as you. And who knows, you might find that in the end, it was exactly the setup you needed.